Hi there, Capricorn. I'm Jennifer Angel. These are your stars. A lot of activity happening in your solar third house. Okay, this is all to do around communication, media. Now, Mercury is here as well, and it does go retrograde at the end of this week on the 23rd. So, as always, with retrograde planet, the time before and after, see the 2, 3, 4 days before and after can be the most unsettling. It's what we call the storm, and it's when the retrograde movement starts. A colleague of mine, Eric Francis, describes it as a ferry or a boat coming up to the dock, and it's like, when it sort of starts to stop and turn, and you've got all that sort of energy going on in the water, and that's like the storm. So if you can imagine that, once it turns and goes forward again, even if it is in the retrograde move, it does settle down before it becomes stationary to turn again in about 3 weeks' time. So all that being said, this area is very much about thinking, planning, communication, and media. So you want to be particularly careful, Capricorn, of what you put out in writing, even text messages, email, or out in the publishing world or media. So if you use your intuition, if something doesn't feel right, go back and double check it, because what's the worst that can happen? You've checked it and it's correct. Okay, so the best that can happen, you've checked it, it's incorrect, and you have a chance to set it right. So once something is out there, it's too late. It's you can't take it back. So you best to double check beforehand. Also, be wary of anything to do with electronics and computers. You want to update your work and be really diligent about checking, double checking, updating. Not a great time to sign any contracts. If you need to sign anything, then make sure you read the fine print and the fine print, and ask the questions, or get some professional advice about, or someone else's eyes to look something over. I mean, sometimes somebody else will see something that you don't. So it's always good to do that, regardless of Mercury retrograde time. Venus is still sitting there in your solar second house of money and possessions. So good indication of money coming and going. And make sure there's more coming than going. Next week, on the 25th, the start of next week, it is going to ingress on the 26th into your solar third house as well. So good time to make connections. Do keep in mind that Mercury is still going to be retrograde, but it's a good time to lay the groundwork, get things planned, make some connections, and do the research. Now, also this week, your ruling planet Saturn is going retrograde as well. This is a slightly longer transit. It's on the 18th. It's stationary on the 18th, to go retrograde on the 19th, and will be in the retrograde transit right through to early July, June or July. I think it's July, around the 8th. Now, it's sitting in an area of friends, and also work that you can provide for other people. Like if you're on any groups or committees, then it's going to sort of govern that area. So you want to, things could be change around this time, and or perhaps not go forward at the rate that you would like it to be. I always say, or a friend always says to me, because most of you would know by now I'm a Capricorn, nothing happens in the speed that I want it to happen. So true with us Capricorns. So chill out, sit back. It doesn't mean to say that something's not going to happen. It just might be delayed. And what a delay can do is it can give you or others an opportunity to review, change, and reset things, so they're going to be actually better than what they were. So as always, there's a positive to the negative and reverse. All right, have a great week, Capricorn. With last week, there were quite a few transits happening, or 2 transits happening with Pluto in your sign. So this is a indication that things are changing for you, transforming and rebuilding. So all in all, this is a very good year for Capricorn. So stay positive. I'm Jennifer Angel. Thanks for watching.